It is, Chris. It is Tuesday, July the 2nd, and I'm going to rant a little bit, folks. I think it might be because I'm still on West Coast time, so I'm still a little tired, but the reaction to Joe Biden's debate performance among Democrats is stunning to me. And there's this one line of argument that I really want to call out because I'm not going to swear, but it's BS. Okay. Here's a response to a tweet I sent out. This is from someone named Thundercat. I don't know. Quote, I hope the press remembers these stories and tweets when Trump wins and you're all looking through the bars of a jail cell as he tramples freedom of the press. The courts have shown they're willing to follow his lead. That's going to be a wow story for sure. Best of luck. Okay. So the logic here goes, I think, you can't criticize Joe Biden's debate performance or really anything about Joe Biden because doing so makes it more likely that Donald Trump will win and Donald Trump will become a dictator and will put the press in jail and end democracy. Okay. Let me take this apart a couple ways. First of all, I think Donald Trump has dictatorial tendencies? I do. Do I think he prefers authoritarianism to democracy? I do. Do I think he can, in the space of 4 years, destroy democracy and turn our country into dictatorship? I do not. If you look at other countries where authoritarianism is on the march, Turkey, for example, it's a long process. You don't just destroy institutions. Now, that doesn't mean Donald Trump can't do damage. That doesn't mean he won't hurt the free press, do all those sorts of things. But the idea that, like, if Donald Trump wins, democracy ends and everyone's in jail seems to me to be overblown. But that's actually not really the point I want to get to. The point I want to get to is this. The logic here in that I keep hearing is, again, if you criticize Biden, you're ensuring the end of democracy. But if you nominate Biden in the current state that we saw him in the debate, isn't that a massive risk to democracy? Just using that framework, isn't that a huge potential risk? Because if Biden is as damaged as I think he probably is from that debate in terms of public perception, remember that a majority of people, including almost a majority of Democrats, already thought he was too old to be president and to do the job competently before that debate. 50 million people, so 1 in 6 people in the country, watched that debate. Do you think that they came out of that debate thinking, oh no, I was worried for no reason. He's totally fine. No, of course they didn't, right? He's in a much weaker position. I don't care what the polls say. He's in a much weaker position today on the issue of age incompetence than he was a week ago on the issue of age incompetence. So writing about that and the possibility that maybe he needs to step down or needs to be replaced, I would argue is really important because if you go forward knowing what we know about Joe Biden, you are taking a massive, massive risk if you're a Democrat. Because you are saying to people, yeah, we know you think he's too old. Yeah, he kind of showed he might just be too old. But it doesn't matter because Donald Trump is the other nominee. Well, if it's so important to beat Donald Trump, then shouldn't we litigate whether Joe Biden is the best person to beat Donald Trump now? Like, we just have to accept that he is and that you can't say anything negative about Joe Biden because, well, Donald Trump's the Republican nominee. If it's that important, then these people should be the ones who are the most willing to say, we need to re-examine this, right? Beating Trump is critical because democracy is going to end. And if democracy is going to end, then we have to nominate the person who has the best chance at beating Trump and therefore preserving democracy, right? Right. So I don't understand this logic, right? Biden is not the nominee yet. Yes, the primaries are over. He won the votes. Yes, but he has not gone to the convention and become the nominee. There is a period of time right now between now and August when the Democratic convention starts in which he could be replaced if he stepped down. So if you are committed to keeping Donald Trump from the White House, the idea that you don't allow anyone to say, hey, maybe this isn't our best nominee to do that is insane to me. It makes no sense that we just have to tacitly accept that that Biden is the nominee, no matter even if people think he's too old and he's demonstrated he's too old, like in a really public setting? It just seems crazy to me, and is not at all what I think these people want, which is they want the best person who they believe can beat Donald Trump. Are you convinced still that's Joe Biden? If you are, more power to you. But I think there are real questions that it is, in fact, not Joe Biden anymore, and that Democrats, if they are committed to this is democracy at stake, should take this very seriously. The reporting and the criticism and the stuff that's coming out, that this wasn't a one-off, that his campaign and his senior advisors knew that he was declining, that they shielded him from public eye because he was declining. That would worry me if I was a Democrat. It would not occasion me to say no one can criticize him because Donald Trump is going to throw everyone in jail. Sorry, but you got to rant sometimes. All right, that's all I got for today. As always, subscribe to the channel, like this video, comment on this video, and tell 5 friends. We're building, people. Thank you. Take care.